Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to find Goodnotes 5 in the App Store and how to get it on your iPad and how to put the Family Tree Notebooks pages in as templates. Now, fair warning, when I was filming this, there was a bit of a learning curve even for me because it's not the same as Goodnotes 4 and I didn't think it was quite as easy. I figured it out and I'm going to show you step by step, but it is a little bit of an annoying process in my opinion compared to what Goodnotes 4 was. And I'm going to tell you, before you get started, here's what you're going to need, and I'll show you why. You need to have the ability to put Goodnotes 5 on your iPad, which does take a little bit of space, and I had to pay $8. I kind of feel like there was a bundle deal for a while where Goodnotes 4, if you upgraded, you didn't have to pay. I feel like if I had put more energy into that, maybe I would have saved the $8. I just paid the $8, so you might have to pay $8. You also need to have Dropbox on your iPad if you're going to make this work the way that I do it. Dropbox is an app that, well, it's a service that you can sign up for on your computer. At some point you pay for it, but Dropbox is free for the first little bit. Because I used Dropbox for free for a long time. I pay for it now because I have a ton of files, but Dropbox is something that you should be able to sign up for and not have to pay, especially if you're not using it for anything else. So if you don't have Dropbox, don't be too annoyed by that. It's just a place to store files, and it's a place that a lot of programs recognize, including Goodnotes. So if you don't have Dropbox already, then go on your computer or on something and get yourself a Dropbox account. Move your Family Tree Notebook files, the zip folders that you download that either I email to you or that are emailed automatically when you purchase something. Unzip those and take all of those PDFs and put them into a folder on Dropbox where you can find them. And then make sure that you have the Dropbox app on your iPad and that you're signed into it. So that's what you're going to need: Goodnotes 5 and Dropbox to be able to do the process that I'm going to show you to turn those PDFs into templates that you can use again and again in your genealogy notebooks. Okay, we've got the App Store up. It was having a hard time because everything's trying to download at once, so I paused the downloads for a second to see if we can find Goodnotes 5 real quick. So I'm going to go to search. I'm just going to type in Goodnotes. It should suggest it for me. Nope. Oh, there it is, Goodnotes. So Goodnotes 5 is a totally different app than Goodnotes 4. And I think that there was a window of time where I could have maybe gotten Goodnotes 5 for free if I had upgraded from Goodnotes 4 and I didn't want to. And so now I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to pay for it. It's showing up as $7.99 for me. I don't know if that's what it's going to be for you. I don't have a lot of options here, so I'm just going to go ahead and buy it. Okay, so it's downloaded. Let's open it up. Goodnotes would like to use Bluetooth. Okay. I haven't set up my pencil yet. I wonder if I have to do that. A single place for all your notes. Search and find everything. I've heard the search on this is really good. All your notes always with you. I've enabled iCloud to sync across devices. That's fine. Let's start. Okay, so totally blank. So even though I have the other iPad and the other iPad has Goodnotes 4 and has documents in it, and those documents theoretically came over even though Goodnotes hasn't loaded on this yet. Because it's a separate app, they aren't in here. So this library is empty. So if I wanted to add something new, click new, and then it gives me all these options. I can have a new notebook, folder, image, take a photo, do a quick note, which is just a little single sheet of paper. So like that. Let's find out actually, is my Apple Pencil connected? Oh, Apple, you make things so easy. All right. I'm going to go back and it's going to say, do you want to delete it or save it? I'm going to delete this. Okay, so let's build a notebook. New notebook. I want there to be more options for covers. I have to pick the cover. Okay. Okay, cute. I'd heard there were going to be new covers, and there are, and they're nice. Those are a touch girly for me. Those are a little boring. Ooh, brown, a whole brown section. Brown's my favorite color. Ooh, these are nice though. Look at that, like the Asian inspired. I like these a lot. I like them a lot. Fun fact, you can actually just upload your own image and use that as a cover. I have scanned the front of an old book and then used that as a cover before. These look like moleskins. So it really just depends on what you want to do. But I liked these brown ones a lot. Actually, let's just do one of these so I can write on the front of it. And I'm gonna, for my paper, this is your default paper. Obviously you can change this once you get into the notebook, but I always go with blank paper to start out. I don't know. That's always how I start my notebooks. So, and I'm gonna title this Family Tree X because this is just an example. Create. Okay, swipe with 2 fingers to flip pages. I'm going to swipe to the cover. Let's see. Family. Nope, I don't like that pen. Let's try to change our pen. Fountain pen, ball pen, brush pen. Nice. What does brush pen look like? Family. Fancy. All right, you know what I'm going to do though? I'm going to write that a little bit smaller, even if this is a sample. I didn't like the way that looked. Family Tree X. Yeah, not bad. Okay, so swiping. Now, if I wanted to add a new page, can I still add a page here? Add this page to outline. Go to page, copy page, rotate page. Nope, it's not there anymore. So where is it? Oh, look at this. There's a little plus sign on top of this paper. Add page. Before, after. I'm going to go to templates. I have limited templates. Okay, this is where you want the Family Tree Notebooks pages to show up. As you can see, they're not here yet, so let's put them in here. So I'm going to hit cancel and I'm going to go back out to the main screen. Okay, so let's say that you have this zip file that you have downloaded or I've emailed to you or something that has all of your bundle pages in it, but it's not a PDF file, it's a zip file. So how do you get these pages into Goodnotes? Well, there's a couple options. One, you see this little button up here? If I do this, it's going to give me some different options. One of the options is to open in Goodnotes. Open in Goodnotes. A PDF version will be prepared for import. So let's say I do that. All right, it's going to ask me, okay, where do you want to import them? Location documents. I don't have anywhere else that it can go. I can add it to a new folder if I want to, or I can add it to folder only, documents and folders. I'm going to add it to a new folder, I guess. So that's going to pull all of those documents into this folder. You can see that it's got this little icon on it now. It's pulling all those pages down. Okay, so they're still populating, but all those pages are coming in. And that's great, but now all we have is a folder of pages. If I go to my template library, these are not going to be in there. It's funny, these little things popping around telling me what it's downloading. So that's not great because I want them to be templates. I want them to be, let's see, I want to be able to add a page and I want those pages to be here so that I can just pick them whenever. I don't want to have to remember which folder I downloaded them into. If I wanted to add new templates to Goodnotes 5 using the PDFs from Family Tree Notebooks, what I have to do, hit this little, I don't know what you call it, hit this thing in the corner, this little circle squiggly thing. It's going to open up the settings menu, hit Notebook Templates. You can either, added a new group called family tree already, but you can do that right here. And then it's going to give you this place to import them. I'm going to import them there from files. Now when it first comes up, you can see the grayed out zip file that doesn't work because it can't import zip files and other places that I don't want to import files from, but it also has locations. I'm going to go back to locations. Still, this is nowhere that I want to get files from. So when you open locations, this is what comes up, but Dropbox isn't on here. See this little 3-dot thing at the top? Hit that, hit edit. When you hit edit, suddenly Dropbox is going to show up if you have Dropbox installed on your computer. So you're going to want to have a Dropbox account. You're going to want to have the if you have it installed on your iPad. So you want to have a Dropbox account. You want to have the Dropbox app on your iPad, and you want to have signed into Dropbox, and you want the files to be there in Dropbox. So basically, what I usually do is I unzip folders on like my desktop computer, and then I take all of those PDFs that unzip and I put them in a folder on Dropbox. I really hope that that makes sense. I'm going to try to do a post where I have a step-by-step photo of what I'm talking about, but ideally at this point you have all of your PDF files waiting for you in Dropbox, and you're just trying to get them from Dropbox into the iPad. And so you need to turn this little Dropbox thing on and then hit done. And now Dropbox is a place that you can access. So I hit Dropbox. This is all of the folders that I have on Dropbox. I'm going to go into my Family Tree Notebooks folder, and then I have all of the colors, of course, because I have all of the sets. So I'm going to add Thistle. So first I'm going to go into, I have them divided into the first set and the second set. So I'm going to hit select all, open. All right, hopefully you can see they have now been imported as templates. There's a ton of them, of course, because they're really big sets. But I can move the templates around. So I could make, oh, do you add the, no, just kidding. Can I not move this around? Okay, where'd they go? Okay, anyway, so that was the first 100. I'm going to add the second 100 from files. And this already had Dropbox open, so I'm just going to go back and get the second set of Thistle ones. Select all, open. Those are all going to download, and they're just populating automatically in that same section. Anyway, that's how you get notebook templates into Goodnotes 5. So now if I wanted to add a new page to this notebook, and I'm going to add a page after, I can go into the templates, and they're all going to be there. So I can add the 1880 census, apply, and I've added an 1880 census page to my notebook. So, okay, let's do that one more time, just so we're all on the same page. So I'm now going to do antique white. It's another one of my favorites. So I go up to the little squiggly circle. I go to notebook templates. I'm going to make a new folder, antique white. I'm going to import from files. Okay, well, it took me right back to Dropbox because I already had it open, but so in locations, I now have Dropbox because I put Dropbox on my iPad and I enabled it in the menu by clicking on this little 3-dot menu. So I'm just going to find the folder in Dropbox where I have all of my files. Here are my antique white olds. I'm going to select all, and open. And then I'm just going to wait a second while it thinks about what it wants to do. Okay, there they are. Let's add, that's the original set, the volume 1 set. So let's add the volume 2 set. Import from files. It's going to take me back to Dropbox. I'm just going to back up, go to the other files, and again hit select, select all, open. Okay, and there they are. Now, if I go to this folder where I downloaded all of the pages and they just opened when I asked it to just save to Goodnotes, I could open one of the pages and then, I could copy this page and then I could paste it into another document, but that's just, it's a much more tedious way to do it. So if you really didn't want to use Dropbox for some reason, I guess that is an option, but it's much better to have them be templates so that when you're making a new book, I can just go in here and say, okay, what do I want to have follow the 1880 census? How about the 1900 census? I hit this, I go to templates. I find my Thistle ones. I find the 1900 census, which is not at all in order because for some reason these are not in order. 1900 census, I hit apply, and then there it is. So, that's, that is a lot easier. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I hope that turning the PDF files into templates isn't driving you crazy and that it was just seamless and you've got them all ready to go in Goodnotes and you're ready to start building notebooks. Thank you for watching this video. Why don't you go ahead and look around my channel, see if there's anything else that I can help you with. And while you're there, hit subscribe because I'm going to be coming out with lots more videos on notebook building, genealogy research, all the family history goodness. And if there's anything that you'd like to see, go ahead and send me an email at carly@familytreenotebooks.com.